What do you mean?
A day off, Uncle.
What? What is this day off you speak of, Kay?
We asked for a day off, we got it, Kyle. We're all gone tomorrow.
That's really cool.
I think Swagger Claus is you're probably pretty busy tonight.
Yeah, you know, I got to deliver some gifts, but I guess we were on the nice list. 'Cause we're off tomorrow.
Big time presents.
You know, who's probably not off, though, is Will Selva, right? He's probably working tomorrow. Always on the naughty list.
No, I am not working
Yeah!
tomorrow. OFF, baby.
Wow.
Yes. Whew. So I'm happy about that. Being able to sleep in a little bit, but as soon as Santa Claus
How happy
comes,
he really is.
Yeah, for real.
honestly, like my kids are like the people under the stairs. It's like a Wes Craven movie. Like they're busting out of like the doors. They want to get to see Santa Claus and what Santa Claus brought them. So either way,
my kids are like children of the corn right now. Well, I get it. Believe me.
I can also relate.
away,
All right, now one of the main benefits of clinching a division early is, of course, getting the extra rest, and that is exactly what Ravens running back Mark Ingram needs at this time of year. He'll have about 20 days to do so. Now, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting Ingram suffered a calf strain, and as a result, Baltimore will be cautious with it. Now, according to Ian, the Ravens hope to have Ingram back for the playoffs based on the severity of it. Head coach John Harbaugh characterizing the strain as mild to moderate. Now, as we mentioned, Ingram and others, including quarterback Lamar Jackson, safety Earl Thomas, guard Marshall Yanda, and defensive end Brandon Williams will all be resting as they have nothing to play for in the season finale. They have the #1 seed and home field advantage throughout. Harbaugh still plans on playing, though, to win.
Our intention will be and our plan will be all hands on deck to win the game. You know, with all those guys who'll be playing, they're all on our 53-man roster, and they'll be excited to play, and we'll be excited to play. It's a rivalry game. It's the Steelers. They have everything to play for, and we recognize that, and we'll be looking to put our absolute best foot forward, play our best football game with the guys that we'll be playing with, which will be, for the most part, you know, most of our football team, with a few exceptions. So.
All right, playing to win. How about the Seahawks? They need running backs, and who better to call than Beast Mode himself, Marshawn Lynch. Rap Sheet reporting Lynch has inked a one-year deal to return to Seattle, and according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, Lynch has been working out intensely in recent weeks. He last played for the Raiders in 2018 before an injury ended his season early. Now, this was the tweet posted by his agent late last night confirming the deal from their end. My son at Money Lynch is back. Boom. Let's go. The Seahawks also signing running back Robert Turbin. They had also been looking at Sean Alexander, Chris Warren, Derek Fenner, and John L. Williams as well. They declined. But Marshawn Lynch in the fold. Now that means the 49ers need to get Frank Gore as well.
I love you, Will. We messed with you, Will. We
John
love
L.
you.
Williams.
I love it. Ricky Running Waters.
Yes.
Good pull.
Yes.
That's it.
I was fully joking when I brought this up to Ian, like, oh, let's leave some Skittles out and see if Marshawn Lynch follows the trail. Well, he did write to the facility, passing a physical and signing a deal. Seattle signing Marshawn Lynch to a one-year contract, beast mode, back in Seattle. How cool is this?
I love this news. It's amazing news. I mean, Marshawn Lynch is a legend in Seattle. And being that I'm from Seattle, what he did on the field is amazing. But what he did off the field is something that leaves an impact on people's lives. You know, it's fitting because Marshawn Lynch didn't leave on good terms. They went to those back-to-back Super Bowls, didn't get that ball handed off to him. They throw that interception. And he really left with a strong dislike for the organization, how they treated him on his way out. But it's fitting, though, because he was somewhat of a villain and can now come back and play the hero. And I believe if he is in shape, which I'm not sure he is right now, time will tell, he'll help this team get to the Super Bowl.
No, maybe, and we don't know. This is fun because there's so much intrigue. You said earlier today, you're like, it feels like if Calvin came back to the Detroit Lions.
Yep.
I see it differently because Calvin, we know, left so much game out there and retired early. Marshawn, we don't really know what he has left. It almost feels more like The Rock coming back to Raw. You know, like, it's awesome for sure. What can he do? What can he produce? And also to the question of, like, what has Marshawn been doing? Because we know Will Selva used to do reports of him anything from playing bagpipes to being in Indonesia. There was a tweet from Matt Schneiderman who had an update on Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch was serving tequila shots at a parking lot tailgate in Oakland 8 days ago for the Raiders' last game, and now he's going to start for the Seahawks in the playoffs. Here's where I come out football-wise. If he had 21 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown,
Yeah.
I'd be very mildly surprised. I think this guy has always been a professional, always born to run, so to speak. I think he could really give them the juice. I buy in. I do.
There's a real fun human part of this too, where we work with all these different ex-players. I always fall into the same question with them. If I had to give you one game, could you suit up again? Like Nate. If I had said you're 38 years old, you haven't played in 5 seasons, if you can go one game for me, could you do it?
Yeah, I have 15 catches left.
Everyone says yes. And now Marshawn Lynch gets that opportunity.
Yeah.
And not only one game, if they win, they obviously get a playoff game,
Yep.
then who knows how else it is. But, like, can you give me one more? This is such an interesting contract. They're signing him in week 17. They're not signing him in week 11 or week 10, week 17.
That's what we wanted with Gronk, right? That's kind of what we wanted to see. A guy come back when they need him.
Different.
and-
Gronk is 29 years old,
Yeah.
is in impeccable shape.
That's true. We haven't.
He left
back
on
to the
great
top.
terms.
We haven't seen Marshawn since week 6 of last year. We haven't seen him as a Seahawk November 2015 the last time.
And he's going to take a beating on Sunday against a 49ers defensive line that's looking to hit him, and he's ready for it. Like, can you give me one more game?
You got one?
Can you give me one more? Can you give me one more after that? Like, can you give me one? I'm fascinated to see.
We're dying for a comp, like whether it's Gronk
Yeah.
or Calvin. Like, I was trying to compare him to Le'Veon because Le'Veon sat out for a whole year too, but Le'Veon's way
29.
younger, way younger. And like, I look at it as almost like someone like Percy Harvin. Like, don't you think Percy Harvin could show up and return a few kicks and a few reverses? He has it still, and I think Marshawn does too. I do.
I don't know what you guys think. At GMFB, Marshawn Lynch back to the Seahawks just in time for the playoffs. And your fantasy championship is over.